Good morning. Happy Monday. Today is April 22nd. Let's jump into the pre-market prep for today. So, how am I feeling today? Got up at 4:05, cold shower, started my review session, and did some market prep. 5 a.m. meditated, gratitude goal, prayed, vision board. 5:30, head out to train jiu-jitsu. 7:40, sunlight, audiobook, and coffee. And at 8 a.m. clocked into work. Slept around 8.5 hours. I was really tired. Had a pretty long day yesterday. Was really tired. Went to sleep early. Had the opportunity to go to sleep early. So went to bed full. That's one of the downsides. I actually went to bed full. I had my last meal at 6:30 and got in bed around 7:30. Woke up once throughout the night to use the bathroom and had my alarm for 4 a.m. Had a bit of a hard time getting up. It took me like 5 minutes of fighting with my excuses when my alarm went off. Tire-wise, I'm feeling like a 3. Feeling pretty good, but feeling a bit tired, a little bit sore. But let's jump into pretty much the overall market. So let's start off with SPY. So we are currently in a really nice downtrend. We are below a big psychological low, which is 500. And 6 red candles in a row. So can we see another red candle today? We can, but it wouldn't look bad if we actually see even a basing candle, or who knows, if we actually break yesterday high day, we can see a potential push. But ideally I want to see us above 500, which is a big psychological level, and break yesterday high day for a potential push. Same thing with QQQ. We did have a basing candle in between, but pretty bearish. So again, a consolidation candle today wouldn't look bad as well. But we're currently trading around 417, so around the low. So this one, QQQ is more like indicating that we potentially could see an inside day. SPY, I feel like both of them could potentially see an inside day, but if we actually break this high day on SPY, we could see a potential move. But let's jump into pretty much NVIDIA. NVIDIA had a really nice sell-off on Friday. We moved 87.18 points on Friday, so pretty insane drop. With NVIDIA, it's very simple. I'm looking for a continuation play, but I want to pay close attention because we could easily bounce from here. But obviously, we show some really nice weakness. So I personally like more to the downside, but I don't want to have a bias. I want to trade its price action. It has been showing pretty much clean price action in both directions, so I don't want to come in with no bias. I just want to pay attention to what price action tells me. But best case scenario, we break yesterday lower day, we actually hold below for a move lower. That's kind of like best case scenario I'm looking for. Looking at CRM. CRM is a stock, I think I never traded the stock before, but the reason I like it just because it has some news. And we're currently gapping up. So we do have a big psychological low, which is 280. So ideally I want to see us break and hold above 280 and pre-market high, which is 280.08 for a move to this monthly key level. Very simple. And then we have AMD. AMD, I'm not really loving it no more. We had a really nice bounce in pre-market session. It kind of giving the vibe that we might just chop around or we can actually push. But yeah, but this one's very simple. I just like it to the downside, and the only I will only pay attention to AMD if we actually break and hold below yesterday lower day. But let's jump into the smaller time frame. So if we jump into NVIDIA, so NVIDIA is going to be pretty much my primary watch today. So as I wrote here, below yesterday lower day and weekly level, which is 757.06, looks good for a move to psychological level 750 and daily key level 746.1, and potentially gap start area, which is 744.2. If buyers take control and we could get above psychological low 780 and pre-market high 784.7, looks good for a move to pretty much monthly key level. So I have a game plan for both scenarios, but again, with this one is mainly pay attention to what price action tells me. Playbook, no. In pre-market session, we've seen some really nice high volume. I score this a B just because how we're setting up. If we actually move lower, I like it better, but again, I want to pay just close attention to what price action tells me. NVIDIA has been showing nice pattern in both directions, so I want to pay close attention to its price action and trade it with no bias. So very important. But let's jump into CRM now. So CRM, again, I never traded this stock before, but again, we had it's kind of like news related, so we have a not crazy high volume, but we are gapping above, and we are showing some nice price action in pre-market session. But ideally, it's very, very simple. For this one, I just want to see us above 280 and pre-market high for a move to this monthly key level. It's that simple. If it doesn't want to sell up, if we can't hold above 280, it's not even, I'm not even going to be paying attention to it. I consider this to be a B trade as well, just because how it's setting up. Again, we have news behind it, so we might see that pop. But I do want to keep in mind that bigger picture is bearish. Yes, we're gapping up, but still bigger picture looks bearish. So I'm going against a bigger trend. But again, just want to pay attention to what percentage tells me, and let it tell me the story, and wait for a break and hold above those levels before consider taking it. And AMD, as I mentioned, we did have a nice bounce in pre-market session. So this one, I'm not really loving it, which is where we're trading. I feel like it's giving me the vibe that we're just going to chop around, or we might push higher. But for me to like it, I just like it to the downside, even if we bounce. But for me to like this trade, I want to see us break and hold below this weekly level. And I scored this a C. I'm not really loving it after this bounce. So it's just the way it was holding. I wasn't really loving it. But volume actually kicked in, so that's something good. But again, for me to like, I want to see us below those levels. We are holding in pre-market session, so want to make sure I'm patient and wait for a break and hold below 145. So that's about it. Short and sweet. I'm not really paying attention soon. So there's a couple other stocks that I was liking, but they have earning this week, meaning pretty much the contract are going to be inflated, the option contract. So I'm just sticking away from anything that has earning this week. And so this is pretty much my watch list. Is very short and sweet. I do want to take a bit of a back seat today, so I am not loving anything off the open, because Nvidia, I've seen that lately the first 5, 10, 15, even sometimes half an hour, we just chop around. So I just want to pay attention to, be patient. There's no need for me to push it. This week we could see some pretty much nice setup with earnings. So the last thing I want to do is just rush it and get in the hole, just because I couldn't be patient. So I'm not planning on taking any trades off the open. So I'm actually going to be locked off my execution broker. And if I see something I like, I'll log in. But ideally, I want to wait for the first 5 minutes. But that being said, this was the pre-market prep for